What's up guys, Syiler here, and we are back with another rare mount guide, this time taking a look at Experiment 12B. Now Experiment 12B is a drop in Dragon Soul, and it can come from 10, 25 and Heroic and Normal. Has exactly the same drop chance, and if you don't know where Dragon Soul is, it's within Tanaris. And just to the right hand side of Tanaris, you'll find the Caverns of Time. So that's where we're going to head. And if you're level 100, you should have no problem with soloing this anyway. As you can see in the top left corner, that's what the amount looks like. It's kind of like a red, has some kind of like light blue turquoise colours on it as well. It's kind of unique. It is a standard Drake though. And once you do get to the Caverns of Time, we're going to fly all the way down this tunnel. Now, do make sure you are on 10-man normal. There is no benefit apart from other like transmog and stuff, but there's no benefit for the mount to do it on any other difficulty. So right click on your character portrait, go down to raid difficulty, put it on 10-man and put it on normal, and you'll be good to go from there. And we're going to head all the way down here, take a right here, and keep going all the way around here until you get to kind of like this burning tree. And once you get to the burning tree, we're going to take another right at the burning tree, head down, and eventually you will get to the Dragon Soul entrance, which is just to the left right here. As you can see with these kind of pillars, we're going to head inside. We are on 10-man normal, so that's what you want to be on as well. And once we get through the load screen, we'll be in the dungeon and good to go. So the mount drops from Ultraxion, which is the 5th boss in the dungeon, and as I said, if you are level 100, even if you're a healer or a tank or whatever, you should have absolutely no issue with soloing this. With the way dungeons scale and raid scale and the whole scaling system, 10-man normal is very, very easy. As you see, it took me, what, 3-4 seconds to down the first boss. That is Morchok. So even if you're in lower gear, it's not an issue. So now there's two drakes. There's a green drake and a bronze drake. It doesn't matter which one you take, so we're going to take the bronze one to start off with. In terms of Morchok, if there's anything important to know, not really, just kill him. He'll do a stomp a bit later on that might do it. It might tickle you a little bit, but that'll be about it. We're going to head and we're going to pull Yarsaj, and we're going to AoE everything down. Everything in the room will pull, so keep that in mind. If you're, you know, a little bit lower item level, you might want to kill off all the trash packs before you engage the boss, but in general that shouldn't be an issue. Now we're going to head to the left side and take the Emerald Drake, and this will take us over to Zonos's room. In here there's going to be 3 trash packs once again, and Zonos himself. Now Zonos does take reduced damage just because of how the fight works, so it might be worth using a cooldown here just to get him down a little bit faster, but in general, once again, he drops so fast he doesn't even know what's happened. Now you do need to kill off the trash, as you see I don't, so it might be worth going around doing the trash first because, well, yeah, you'll end up doing what I do, and you'll have to run back and kill it all because you can't actually click the portal until you've cleared out all the trash. So we're going to quickly kill all this off, and that is boss number 3 down. As you can see, sure, I have quite high gear. I'm about 680 item level at this point, but how easy the things die, gear isn't really an issue. As long as you're level 100 in like starter gear, like 600 item level, I'd say, this shouldn't even be a remote problem for you at all, as long as you're on 10-man normal. So we're going to head up. Once we've killed the 2 side bosses, we can click the red drake, and that will take us to the top of Wormrest Temple. You're going to have to wait here for a little while. It does take some time. There'll be some RP going on, and eventually a new portal will spawn, which will take us to the 4th boss. It does take a long time, unfortunately, though, so you're just going to have to, you know, grab yourself a coffee, do what you got to do. Do a jigsaw, a puzzle while you're waiting, and eventually they'll be like, well, we'll send our allies into the Eye of the Eternity to go and retrieve the Focusing Iris. And there we go, we'll open a portal and we can go inside here. So I'm going to click the Focusing Iris in the middle, and oh god, it was a trap. Kill off the trash. There's going to be a few waves of trash that will spawn, and we need to keep doing this until the boss spawns. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the boss while you're killing trash. The boss has 2 phases that it can start with. It can either be the lightning phase or the frost phase. Now if it is lightning, pop everything you've got and kill her as quickly as possible. You can tell by her weapons. For example, she's got lightning weapons right now. It'd normally be like snowflakes. The reason you need to do that as quickly as possible is because if she's alive too long, she'll go into like a phase 2, and you won't be able to do it. You'll basically have to sit there and wait for 2 minutes for the phase to end because you can't end the phase yourself because of how it works. So for the sake of your sanity, I would recommend popping everything you've got in that fight and get her killed as quickly as possible. And if that's like the only fight you need to use cooldowns on, I would say that is the most important. So once we're here, once you get outside, talk to, I think it's Thrall or Kalagos first of all, and then Thrall, either one. There'll be someone to speak to, and then you have to speak to someone else, and you'll trigger the final boss, which is Ultraxion. And this is the one that we've all been waiting for. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a gauntlet trash type thing once again, and there's going to be these dragons coming down, and if you interrupt them, they'll land, or you can use like a ranged spell and take them down. So you'll see me wind shear them just to bring them down, or you'll see me frost shock just to kill them. And yeah, just keep killing them until this phase ends. In terms of the mount is on a 1% drop chance. Once again, you can do this every single week. It'll restart on Tuesdays for US and Wednesdays for EU. So you can come in here, you can do it on all your alts, whatever, to give yourself a bit of a higher chance of getting it. And it is a 1% drop chance, so it's fairly low. You're going to be running it for a while unless you're a lucky dog. So yeah, it doesn't take too long to clear. I think it took me about 15 minutes to get through the whole raid, so it isn't that bad. In terms of getting to Caverns of Time faster, use things like Dalaran. There's a portal that takes you directly to the Caverns of Time in Dalaran. There's also, you could go to Uldum and fly from Uldum. So there's a couple of quicker routes you could take to get to the Caverns of Time a little bit faster. Once you got through all the trash, Deathwing will speak again. They'd really like the RP in this dungeon. And then finally Ultraxion will show himself. Ultraxion, once again, not really anything you need to worry about. It is a slight DPS check, but when I say slight, I mean like you need to just be at your keyboard pressing buttons and you should be okay. Like, you see how fast it drops, that's without me using any cooldowns, anything along those lines, so you shouldn't have any issue with this at all. And there you go, if you're lucky you'll get it out of the cache of the aspects to the right hand side that I just looted, and if you're not, you won't. So good luck, thanks for watching guys, look out for more videos coming soon, see ya.